Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are well. So we are doing day 12. Now I have a real coffee today, even though it's 2 o'clock. I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm really tired today, really dopey. I don't know why. Anyway, not that other kind of dope, you know, the sleepy dopey. Anyway, so I made a new kit yesterday because I was getting a lot of requests for that really nice doily that I used on this page. Where is it? You'll have to be patient with me today. I think I used it at the very beginning. Here we go. This one. So I had these gorgeous antique. They're actually for the Holy Communion normally here, but I still think they're very festive as well. And so I had these other doilies that I hadn't ever included in a kit. And I also bought some beautiful, I bought these vintage hand appliqued and embroidered 2 tablecloths the last time I went to the antique market. And I was going to cut them up. And then I couldn't figure out how to scan them because they're quite big and they didn't obviously fit in the scanner. I kept getting crinkles. And then I figured it out how to do it. So I did it all yesterday. And if you've bought the kit already, because I put it in yesterday, I didn't, when I adjusted them in, you know, the computer, I didn't cut away all of the fabric. So you'll get the little bit of fabric sort of texture. So they're really cute. And this is printed just from the JPEGs, this one. So you have that one there. And there's a little, very faint line of fabric around there. And then that one there. And some of them repeat because they... I've done them all in different sizes just in case, because you know you don't always want something super big. So there you have 2 sizes of that one, you have 2 sizes of that one. One of those has 2. This is the one with 1 candle, that's got 2 candles. They're all in different sizes. There's those, this doily. Now these doilies were very big, so I couldn't scan the whole thing, but I liked the detail. And this one, there's 2 versions of it. I had turned it around slightly, so you'll see another version. So there's that really lovely one, and this beautiful embroidery, and this one here. And then there's the other one there, and that's another embroidery. And then just different. I've just done them all in different sizes. I think that one I might have repeated twice. There's Santa a little bit bigger. And those in different sizes. Just lots of fun things to play with. And then I put that lovely postcard because I hadn't put that one in yet before. And that's a cut velvet. I hadn't put that one in before, and I did use it, I think, in the beginning here somewhere. And quite a few people asked me where was that from. And so I thought I would share it. It's from like 1907 or something like that. Here it is, this one here. Oh, that one there. So, oh, that's what I'm working on, my Wendy Brightbill. I did start her course. You know, I told you that I buy her courses and never do them. Well, I did start something, so I put that in there because I participated in a Zoom call. So I'll show you. I haven't finished it, so I won't show you it until I finished it. But I'm actually following, I told Wendy in the Zoom call that I'm going to follow her course. So that way, you know, it helps me do it. Oh, I was trying to figure out the sizes to put them in the zip files. Now, this is from the PDF. What you're not seeing there is, so this is printed on presentation paper, slightly heavier paper. I also included, both in the JPEGs and in the PDF, I created it. I also included these embroideries full page, just in case you want to slip them in as a page in your journal or fussy cut. Yeah, so I included them as full page. So they're the full pages that you will get there. So you can cut them out and make tags and all kinds of things. So a little bit of fun. I'll put that one aside and I'll just use the paper one if I want to use it. And we will get on to today. So today's is compare this Christmas to last Christmas. So I'll have quite a bit to write probably. I may wait to write it until after Christmas, but I'll prepare the page today. Now, I don't think I want to cover all of this up, so I think I might create a pocket today. Haven't done too many of those. And I'm going to just snip the corners off here in a random fashion. Okay, put that over there, put that over there. I don't need the paper clip anymore. Put that on the paper clip box. I've got my, I'm going to make sure I stay over here. I'm going to bring my glue paper over here. And I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Or maybe I'll finish my coffee so it doesn't distract me. How about that? So how is everybody today? I hope you're all well and having a lovely weekend. And, oh, that's that lovely catalogue thing too. I'll put that over there. Okay, well, I think maybe I should have a look here. Maybe I could start, oh, that would be nice, that one. I could start with an embroidery, couldn't I? Maybe I won't do a pocket. I don't know, let's just cut the embroidery out. I don't know what took me so long to get these done. I'm such a vagabond. I really do procrastinate and muck around. And I did get a lot done yesterday, though. I was quite happy with myself because the day before, I was like a zombie on the couch. I did do some stuff, but not. I was a bit frustrated with myself. Okay, so I have to decide. I think I do want to cut these out. I hope you don't mind. What can I tell you? The weather is grey and cold, but not raining, because that's what we quite often get that here. We don't get a lot of rain. And I have enjoyed thoroughly reading all of your comments about your traditions. And oh my God, and so many of you have mentioned cinnamon rolls to me, and I love those things. I remember when I went to America after university, before I came to Italy, and two of my friends were living in New York. One was studying interior design and the other one was working in science research at one of the hospitals. And I used to babysit in Pennsylvania for, well, kind of babysit, just like I was living with a friend's sister, and I would look after her son so that I could stay there. And she went back to work. Anyway, and then I'd go up to New York for 3 or 4 days a week, which was so much fun. And we used to have cinnamon rolls. Oh my goodness, were they the best things ever. We didn't make them. We bought the ones that you could bake in the oven. Oh my goodness. I think I put on quite a bit of weight when I was there at a young age because of those cinnamon rolls, but they were the best things ever. Really, really, really good, because I love cinnamon. My cousin actually when probably in April or May, when we did a messenger sort of call with my older brother, and we had my older brother in Brisbane, my sister and my mum. My mum's out of Sydney, my sister's in Sydney, my younger brother in Sydney. We had my cousin in Melbourne and me in Italy, and we all were on this call together. It's very hard to listen and concentrate when we're all on the call together. But my cousin, the one that lived in Italy with me, she was making cinnamon rolls, and she said they turned out like rocks. So I don't know how you make them, but looks like it's too much hard work. So I would want to buy the ready-made stuff, but you can't get that here. So I was wondering maybe if you could get them at IKEA. I wonder if they make those sorts of things. I must go and have a look. I bet they have gingerbread men too. I'd like to buy the ready-made ones and not have to make them. Must go and have a look at IKEA and see if you can get those things for Christmas. Yes, I do. You guys keep torturing me talking about cinnamon rolls. Hot cinnamon rolls, fresh baked ones out of the oven. Yum. See, isn't that fun cutting that out? Oh, now I need to cut this bit out too. Yes, I have really enjoyed reading the messages and Reminded me of all kinds of things. Like when my grandparents were alive, I think I might have mentioned this, we used to have to go to midnight service at the church down the road. And and then I was remembering my dad. My dad was hilarious when we were little, and we'd have the putting up the Christmas tree day. My dad, really, when he has to do those things, he faffs about, like I think I'm bad at faffing about. He is incredible. And he'd have all these sets of lights that he would, every year he'd buy more lights because he didn't know if they worked or not. And so then they'd all be in a tangled mess. He'd try to put them away neatly, but they'd all be in a tangled mess. And he would literally take the large part of the day, we were little, untangling the Christmas lights and testing them to see which ones worked and which ones didn't. And the ones that had a few lights that weren't working, they got rejected. And I can't tell you our frustration. We just couldn't wait to decorate that tree. And that tree, we weren't allowed to put one single decoration on until all the Christmas lights were on there, and that had all been tested. So you can imagine how hard it was for us. I'm going to put that there. And I need my glue. I'm just going to be careful gluing here. I'm not going to press too hard because I don't want to get big blobs of glue in the bits that I cut out. I have to remember I don't need to press so hard. So at the moment, as it stands, we're a little bit freer. Like we can go out of our council area at the moment. I'm not sure if we can go out of our region, but we can go out of our... So a region in Italy would be like in Australia, New South Wales and Victoria, or Iowa and Minnesota. No, is Minnesota? No, not. Will I say Iowa and Ohio? That would be a region. You call it a state. Yeah, or Durham and Yorkshire, that sort of thing, I think. Anyway, in the UK. So, yeah, I'm not sure if we're allowed to go out of there, but we are allowed out to other councils at the moment. But at Christmas, they were going to bring it back in that you couldn't leave your council area. And there's been a lot of hoorah about it because... in Italy, especially in the small towns, there are, like where we are, we're not right in the centre of town. We're just outside. And as I think I've told you before, we have lots of fields around and that sort of thing. And so when you cross the big main road here near our house, right on Lulu's elementary school is on the corner of this road that I'm talking about. And basically, if you cross that road, you're in another council. And then if you go slightly 2 minutes down the road, you're in another council. So we've got three councils. I don't like that paper. We've got three councils in a matter of a couple of minutes walking. So you can imagine. So like if I wanted to go to my shop where I get all my scrapbooking papers and stuff, I have to cross the road and I'm in another council. So they've been, people have not been happy about this law because, I think I'm going to have the green, because it means that, like you cross the road and you're in a different council. So my friend sent us a video of our area because it was actually on the news, because we have three councils in a matter of a few meters. And so she sent this video. It's really funny because it's like this old man. He lives across the road in the council area where my in-laws live, but he crossed the road to go to the bar to have coffee. And the lady interviewing him said, "So where do you live?" And he said, "I live in San Vito, and I'm under the council of Rimini." And he was having his coffee, and she said, "And where are you now?" And he said, "I'm across the road from my house, and I'm in Santa Cangelo." So they were just doing it to sort of this was this really nice paper pad that was sent to me. And so, yeah, they were saying, you know, sometimes, like in our case, the parents, the grandparents live just across the road, like, you know, 2 minutes down the road, and they're in another council area. So they're thinking about removing that decree for Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, because the presidents of each region have been very angry about it. And also because we don't live in a big city centre. So, you know, it's not quite the same. We're not as heavily, I mean, Italy is fairly heavily populated because it's a small country with a biggish population for the size of it. If you think Australia has a third of the population of Italy, pretty much, and it's 26 times bigger. Gives you an idea. So, yeah, it is fairly heavily populated, but we're not in a big, we're not living, you know, we're not in the city. That's the point. That is the point. So there we go. I haven't covered the whole page. I've put my pocket. I'm going to decorate that in a minute. We're going to compare this Christmas to last Christmas. I'm going to have some space here for writing. I may do a little bit of something there. I'm going to be able to write there, and I may make myself a little card or something. Now that can become a little piece of washi tape. So I'll put that. Now that my book is thinning out a bit, it's not so hard to manage. I was struggling with it when it was bursting with stuff, but now that it's not bursting with stuff anymore, I actually am able to manage it a little bit better. So let's see what we have here. I've used that one on the previous page. Gorgeous Santa there. I might cut little Santa out. I left the embroidered snowflakes there. And that's actually the fabric, that hint of colour change there that you can see. I left the snowflakes in case, you know, that would be such a cute little tag. So I left those for that option. Got to have options. We like options. And so I'm just going to remove those, and I'll decide whether I want to keep them or not. I might cut them out and stick them around. We'll see. I'm just going to fussy cut Santa just a little bit, not too much. So I had bought this, and there's quite a lot of applique and embroidery on these two tablecloths, and I had been planning to cut them up, and then I was going to scan them, and then I was going to use the original embroideries, I thought, in my journals, and maybe next year offer. I would have had extra embroideries left over from what I might use. And then I was showing my mum, and she said, oh, they are so cute. They're really gorgeous. And there are a few stains on them, but they really are lovely. And Mum was like, oh, I don't know if you should cut those up. They're going to be lovely on a Christmas table. Absolutely lovely. And I'm like, you're right, Mum. I don't think I can cut them up. So they're not huge. Like, they wouldn't, you know, if we were to have like 6 of us and open out our table, they wouldn't cover the whole table. But I have another tablecloth. Before I actually could really sew, when I think I was pregnant with Lulu, and Mum was here. Mum was here for when Lulu was born, and she was born in November, and Mum stayed until February. So we had Christmas, and we had this mad idea of, I think we saw it in Marie Claire Idea. Oh yes, that's going to go there. That's going to be so cute. I think I'll put it here. Oh no, will I put 12 there? Put the 12 there. We had this Marie Claire. No, I'm going to put the 12 somewhere else. Over there, I think. We had this Marie Claire Idea, and it had this wonderful tablecloth, and so we had this bright idea. And I didn't, Mum hadn't bought me a sewing machine yet, because I hadn't expressed any interest in sewing. And she bought it for me for my birthday, I think, before she left. Anyway, so we hand-stitched this tablecloth. Like, we bought velvet trim and all kind, and leaves went up it and all kinds of stuff, very elaborate. And so we made this table all hand sewn. It took us forever. It nearly didn't make it to the Christmas table. But you know, Mum, yeah, she decorates everything. She's good at that stuff. So yeah, it was I mean, and then we painted, oh that's right, we painted placemats. I mean, we went bananas. And then of course I did have Lulu at that point. Isn't that cute? I love the little Santa. And it, you know, it gives you the sense of the fabric when you're not having fabric, so you don't have to add so much bulk to it. Now, I actually didn't mind the stitching there, but I do like the doily there, so I've decided to put the doily there. I'm going to put my Santa there, and I really like that. Now, I need something here, and I'm wondering, do I want to put this? I think I do. I think I just want to put that there, or down there. I want to put that down there, and I might put, see, this is why you don't throw things away until you're sure. I'm thinking I'm going to put the little snowflakes there. Yeah, that's it. So let's get the glue on here. So I have not cut those tablecloths up, and I might pull out the other one and give it to my mother-in-law and say, put this on the table, please, and then put this one in the center. One of the slightly smaller ones. She has a huge dining room table. Even though it would just be us. It wouldn't be anybody else. We're not saying anybody else. We're not allowed to. We are allowed to. It's highly recommended that we don't. That we just keep it small. They said they're not going to come in our houses and check on us. But they highly recommend, because otherwise they're getting the numbers under control here with all of their restrictions. So it's been working. The hospitals were heading towards being full. And so just put that there a little bit close. I don't want it to be too obvious. Well, that's a bit obvious, isn't it? Oh, well, I'll just put it like that. Cute. So that's that. And then I might make, which I haven't made yet, I haven't pulled everything out today. Even though I'm tired, I'm feeling like I've got a bit more of a clearer idea. I might make some sort of flippy thing to write in. Or just big journal cards. But I think I would like a flippy sort of thing. So let's pull out Mrs. Cog as well. I've got these cute dogs here. I really love that image. And that maybe could be paired up with something else. That one is lovely, that beautiful angel. See, I like those two together. I think I'm going to make those work together somehow. So let's throw that out. Because I write a bit. I might even add a few photographs, because last year we were in Australia. Well, this year, this year was sort of a in between. Like, we came back this year, but we were there last year. Got a little bit confusing. I've got these pages that I had left over from previous journals that are ready to go. I should use them. Let me just have a look here. Oh, here's one of my pages there. Oh, that one had a boo-boo sucked in 2 pieces of paper. But I don't throw them out, because you can cover, I just collage over that. I've got all kinds of papers here. I better not get distracted by what's around me. That's lovely. See, Destiny would have it that something like that might fit into my pocket. And that would be a good place to write. It would, and it does fit. So which one of these would I like to use? I know I pulled out those other things. She's super cute. Let me just see what I like. I could trim that one down a little bit, so I could have that one's cute. I could have Santa. Oh, I think I like Santa. Oh, I love this little cutie patootie. That one's cute too. Which do I like the best? That one. Okay, so that's actually going to go in. That's going to go in there. Okay, so that's going to go in there, but I still might use these. Let me have a look here. So don't want to put it in my pocket yet, but I'm going to write in there. But I also want to have photographs. So I think I'll make these into tags. I might put a flip there. One's going to be a flip. I think she might be a flip. Or will the dogs be a flip? Maybe she will be a flip. Okay, so we'll do that in a second. So this will just slip in there, and that's for writing. But first of all, I'm going to trim this little bit off here, because I'm going to trim off her foot. I know it. There's a little border there that I don't want. Okay. Just the tip of her toe came off. Just got to look in my finger. So I got this big splinter and it went right down into there. I can't tell you the pain that was shooting down my finger. And I couldn't tell if I had something in there or not. So then I had to trim the nail off, and I just got the tweezers, and I could see a little dot there, and I pulled it, and this big long little spindly thing came out of there. Now I'm worried. I don't think there's anything else in there, but I'm worried, you know, if there were, it would be very hard to get it out. Anyway, there you go. There's my dramas. Now I have this lovely spot here to do something. Might as well decorate it up. Might as well. So just having a little looky here. That's pretty. Aha, I know what I could do. I could cut this one out, I think. Although this is not very strong, so I need to back this one, I think. So I can write on there. I can also decorate on it, but I need to glue it to something else to make it stronger. I've got my paper here. The sparkle on there. Oh, dearie me. You see, this is my vigorous gluing, ripping things as I go. Glue it to the paper to make it just that little bit stronger. Got to make sure you get it all the way around the edges if you don't want to stitch. I've ripped it a bit further. Okay, because this is just regular copy paper, so it needs a bit more strength. Okay. So we can trim it off once it's stuck down. I haven't done any doodling for a few days either, have I? That needs to happen. See, sometimes the little sketchy drawing things can happen afterwards. It just comes to you afterwards. It doesn't come to you necessarily in that moment. Okay, so we have this pretty paper here, and I'm going to put that there. But what I'm going to do is just glue it on the two sides so it's a tuck. And then I'm going to make the doggies into a tag, and they are going to tuck in there. I think that's going to be cute. Purpose, don't know what the purpose is because I'm not a writer, but I will stick down photographs. And sometimes you just do things just because you can and you want to. Okay, so that's that. I might snip off that little corner there. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about pointy corners. I don't know why. So that's going to go there, and then this is going to become a tag. So all I need to do on this one, I might glue some of this paper on the back. I haven't used that for a while. My painted paper. My messy painted paper that I used as an underpaper, and then it got all these cool marks on it because what I was painting on was like something like tissue paper or something like that, and so then I got all these cool marks on my other paper, on this paper. That was the under one. So they're just one of those happy accidents. Just too many fun things to use. You just don't remember them all the time. Okay, so that's that. It's a bit crooked. And that's going to slide in there. Now let me see here. Yeah, I don't think I want anything else on it. I think that will just slide in there. It could have a little whale tail on it, but it can't stick out too far. So if you've got any extra, you know, pages that you didn't actually put into the journal because you thought, oh no, I've got way too many pages, like that happens to me, then keep them. I mean, of course you would keep them because you might put them in another journal the next year or something, but have them here because that could be a nice writing spot just to add in to a pocket without adding too much bulk. Yes, Lily? Do you have a recipe? So that's going to go in there, see? And then that will slide in there. And I'm wondering, do I want to put anything in there? No, I think I'll leave that. So that's going to slide in there like that. I'll push it down too far just in case it's still drying. And now we're going to make this into a flip. Some very nice old grungy paper here, but that's just on regular paper. So let's drop the book, put that on, glue it onto a backing just so it's a bit stronger. Okay. And then I need, before I cut it, I need to glue it to the other paper. So glue it to the other paper. And remember to flip it around so you've got the blank side. If you're using those sorts of book, you know, that book, the ends, the first pages and the last pages in a book are usually written on one side. They might have just even a heading or something like that, and then blank on the other side. Sometimes I glue them around the wrong way. Okay, so that's that one. And that's going to be a flip. And I'm going to washi tape that in as a flip, but I think I want to put some sort of tab on it. Let's see what trims I have in here. Oh, wrong way. I've got that fabric in there. I've got this. Don't know. Oh, got this green one. No. Got all my little bits in there for making more, and I never had a chance to make any more, did I? Love that. That has to go somewhere. Or maybe I'll put that on there. Okay, I think I might just grab a thread quickly and stitch that one on. I've got some beige already threaded up, so we'll use that. Start up here. And I'm going going to do stitches like this, big stitches, big dog's teeth stitches. Just like backwards and forwards like that. See on the back, I'm just going next to where so I go down there and I'm just coming up a bit further forward next to it. You waste less thread that way. And this was a wired trim, and I just took some bits and pieces of the trim to use for stitching because it's really nice trim. So it doesn't have to just tie a big bow. You can stitch it in as like it's a piece of fabric. There we go. Now, and then here I'm going to stick some paper over there just to make sure it's secure. And what paper will I stick over there? Oh, no. That piece. Good way to use up your scraps. I still haven't stuck my 12 down too. I need to remember to do that. Okay, cool. And now we're going to put some washi tape and stick that here. I think she can go up there a little bit, maybe even up a little bit higher so we can see that sticking out. And I need to put my 12 somewhere. Maybe it needs to go up there, or we'll decide about that in a minute, but I think I do want her there. So let's get the washi tapes. Very happy with that. Little pull-out page, a tag, so I can add photographs. I have to print up some photographs from last year, and that'll all go in there. And now let me just grab the ears. Throw my rubbish in there. Okay. What would I like to use? Oh, I like this one. I don't think this is not one of the strong ones. This one, that one. No. Oh, this is a very strong IKEA one. I'll use this one first. This is very sticky, this one. I'm going to put some on, I'm sure you can't see right now, but I'm going to put some on the edge of my image. Sorry, I just have to bring it closer to me. Okay, so it's on the edge of my image, and you can stick it so it wraps around, which I think I will do. So you wrap it around. I'm sure I went off screen there. And then you open it, and then you stick a piece down here. Now, don't have to use the same one. You can use anything. What would I like? You don't want to use a narrow one. You want to use one that's slightly wider. I think we might add a bit of red. just stick that. It's too long, I have to trim it off. On there, and on the sort of halfway between, on the flip and on the paper. Over there, and then crease it. And there you've got your instant flip. If your washi is not very sticky, run it along your glue. So we have her there. All of these things are very annoying, but I have to leave them there for the minute. Okay, now I need to decide. Oh, I know. I can put my 12 there as another flip. Or do I want another flip? I could have just done that one as the flip. Maybe I'll put it on. I don't want to cover that up. Or I'll put it there. That's where I originally thought, but then you can't see it. Does it matter? Does it matter if you can't see it? Who can tell me? Or the other option is to take this out and put it here. There. Yeah, maybe I like it there. I'll put it there. Okay, so that's going to go there. This is slipping in here. Do I want any washi tape on there? I don't know, maybe in the future. That's going in there. That's that. Okay, so there we have it. That is our page for today, day 12. Compare this Christmas to last Christmas. And so I've got plenty of space for writing. I've put my 12 there. I can also write a bit here. I can add photographs. That's why I need all this space. We added the doily at the back. And then a little tag, a journaling card there, which I can add photographs to or write on. So I'm very happy with that. Something different again. No painting or anything like that this time. We might need to do some of that soon because I've got a little bit of painting there. So yeah, a lot of fun, a little bit of doodling there. Oh, such a fun thing to do. Such a fun thing to do. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow is winter items you can't live without. Jumper, hello. Woolly jumper. There we go. All right. So I will be back tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed that and have a great Saturday. Bye.